To the believer, no proof is needed. To the non-believer, no proof is possible. Thomas is an L. Thomas is an L. Thomas is an L. He's more than just an L.
Right.
He's a sick L.
A sick Earl.
A sicko Earl.
Sicko Earl.
I make the shoulders as if it felt as if I was getting another 6 inches into me.
Wow.
Really?
Pardon, David?
When she sees him, she runs.
She's scared of him.
Yes.
Derek and I dash back to investigate a commotion in the darkened dining room where Jason had picked up some activity on the EMF meter.
Who are you? I won't tell you.
Okay.
Who are you?
I think I'm going first. You've got another thing coming.
And as luck would have it, we caught on camera these small lights, known as orbs. It seemed
Where?
odd that they appeared in the same place where Rick and Karl, the producer, had seen the strange ghostly legs.
There's a door. There was
Yes.
a door opening. There was a door opening.
Oh,
there.
it's...
Oh, my God!
Okay. This was the area.
Hello there everyone and welcome to the video. My name's Serenity Solo the Axe and today we are trying Most Haunted. I am thinking this may not be able to get on YouTube because it is Sky. I don't know if they still own the rights to the earlier episodes of Most Haunted. It may possibly not get on Dailymotion as well. And this is why this is just a test. Let's see how it goes. So I'm not going to say subscribe and stuff like that, so just do whatever platform this gets on, please. I do beg of you. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing content to me to allow me to bring content back to you. Thank you all so very much, I gratefully appreciate it, and let's get on with the show.
Rosemary.
What was that?
The Most Haunted team's very first experience of the paranormal, 24 hours at Michelham Priory.
Oh, my God!
So, I have not seen this before, but I do know of the controversy surrounding it. I am a believer in ghosts. I did have poltergeists for the first 7 years of my life in our home. I'm not going to go into that, but...
Hello and welcome. We've managed to complete our task
I
by
am a
staying
believer.
in 15 of the
Big
most haunted
believer.
locations in Great Britain. But there is a 16th show. It was shot way back last summer when the crew and I decided to do a pilot programme. We went to Michelham Priory in Eastbourne, and it's an experience that we will never forget.
Since this is the
Michelham
pilot,
Priory is situated
I will be
in
doing this
Eastbourne, East
first.
Sussex. The original building was a church that was
Even though they've
constructed in
done 15.
1229 on a medieval moated island. In 1556, it was transformed into a house where many families lived, each with their own histories and tragedies. Many ghost sightings have been seen here, and the present occupants have experienced lots of strange occurrences.
I am sorry I can't stretch this out anymore. I've got rid of the black bars as much as I can. I know a lot of you don't
Now,
like
all of the ghosts have
4-3.
been seen here by ordinary members of the public during the day. So to up our stakes of actually seeing anything, we've decided to spend the night here. And just so that nobody decides to escape, I'm going to introduce you to our crew. We've got Mark on Steadicam. Say hi. Hi. And are you going to be scared about tonight? Very. All right. And we've got Martin on sound. A bit scared, are we? And we've got Bev, the director. Say hi, Bev. Rick, the assistant director.
Well, don't say hi, just wave.
Tonight?
Nervous.
So. And Ian, one of our cameramen.
Fine.
Carl, how are you feeling about tonight?
I'm fine now.
So you're all fine.
I will also be
Now
pulling
then,
the
I've never
lives
seen a
up as
ghost,
well.
And I don't think any of the members of our crew have. And I think you need to be spiritually in tune for that. So I've decided to enlist some help. And that is one of Britain's most eminent spiritualist mediums, Derek Akora.
I have heard
To Derek, all our
of
locations are a mystery, and he's been driven to the location
Of
not
the
knowing of his
Creed
destination. Would he be able to
debacle.
communicate with the supposed ghosts, or would he draw a blank?
Please don't bring no hate to the
My
chat.
name's Chris
I beg
Tuckett.
of you.
I'm the property manager here at Michelham Priory, and I live in the top of that house there, the flat.
I mean, the guy has
And,
passed.
it's
No
an
hate for the
interesting place to
dead,
live.
please.
It's got a certain reputation about it, which I just took with
Saying
a
that,
pinch of
watching a
salt, to be
ghost
honest with you. And I think now, having seen it and witnessed it firsthand, I am a fairly firm believer that there are various presences in this property. I think the really one outstanding dramatic thing that's happened to me since I've been here was one particular evening. I'd actually been in for 3 or 4 days at this stage, and we have a lovely apartment obviously at the top of the house, like I said earlier, and the whole property upstairs is floorboarded. One night I was asleep, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I heard a distinct sound of caster wheels on a wooden floor, and to be honest, it did shake me considerably. I lay in bed, I covered myself with my duvet like any sort of red-blooded chap would probably do, and I left it probably 7 or 8 minutes for it to stop. And then within about 20 minutes or so from there, I plucked up the courage to actually walk into the lounge and have a look and see what had happened.
I'm going to say, they're bloody chapping, but make sure it's not a burglar.
It didn't look too dramatic, really. The item of furniture looked like it had just moved away from the wall 2 or 3 feet. But then as you pan down and looked at the floor, there was a huge, great figure-of-8 scratch, which had just gone across the whole floor. And this thing had obviously gone round. One of the caster wheels had seized, and it had just scored its way across the floor. I do feel that we've been accepted here at this property now, and things certainly have quietened down considerably. The most recent thing, which does occur from time to time, we do get this like a mini tornado, which seems to come down from the kitchen, and it'll wake both of us up, and you can hear it coming down the corridor, and it'll just suddenly be in the bedroom. Literally everything, just the curtains go on the ceiling, and then within 2 or 3 seconds, it's gone again. Disappeared, and it just literally disappears back up into the kitchen and gone. There are other things. I've heard a woman crying downstairs, not at all ghostly, sounds quite normal, and to be honest, I thought I'd not done my job very well and left someone locked in the house, and you know, just went downstairs and could find no one. There are loads of little things like this which do happen from time to time, but nothing nasty. The first 2 weeks I was here,
But did the job very well? That's ineptitude, locking someone in the house.
I was very close to actually moving out myself, and that's not easily said, to be honest. Every single evening something was happening, whether it was bangs on the floor or things moving in the flat, or obviously the furniture. I did speak to the house on one occasion about 2 weeks after I'd moved in, and I did enjoy a bottle of wine at the same time in order to give me the courage to do it, and basically express myself to the property and just said, you know, what I'd done and what I intended to do in the future here. And relatively slowly, over 3 or 4 days, it seemed to leave me, and I think possibly maybe the air was cleared, and I think that was the end of my sort of scrutinisation to start with, really.
Parapsychology basically is
when
the
it says
study
unseen,
of unusual phenomena.
that's because it was a half-hour episode, and the maid made it longer.
The best scientific apparatus that we can.
Then it was shown like that.
In order to capture evidence of ghosts. We also use zero-lux video cameras, digital video cameras, to look in the dark.
So the unseen bits weren't in the
we also use temperature
original half-hour episode. Sorry, Mr. Parapsychologist, I just spoke over it the entirety of what you said.
I've not felt threatened here at all, and I think you'll be scared possibly because you'll hear and possibly see things that you're not used to. Things which now have become an everyday routine for me will be fresh for you, and it will catch you off guard, and I do suggest you keep a keen eye on your shoulder.
Well, this is what's known as the Undercroft. It's very church-like, very Gothic. And apparently the BBC were filming here quite a few years ago, and they put all the winks and everything out.
What were they filming?
They'd lock the door after the day's filming.
Don't give half a story.
And all the wigs would be all over the floor. It's a bit spooky, isn't it? Oh, this is very Tudor, isn't it? Lots of wood panelling. Now, the dining room, this beautiful dining room, it's got a horrible feel to it, though. It's got a really horrible feel. It's a very oppressive feel. Be interested to see what Derek says about it. This is a really weird house. It's like everything's so higgledy-piggledy. And the stairs, well, they're all sort of crushed together. It's like the inside of the house on the outside of a church. Look at those windows. That is amazing. This room has lots of bangs and crashes in it, though nothing ever gets broken.
Good.
Well,
good for the owners.
This is the prize room. And believe it or not, this is where we're going to be spending the night. Oh, yes, kipping on the floor. It's going to be really nice. And we're going to be looked over by yours truly, Handsome.
Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and saying that?
At this point, I went off to greet Derek Akora, our spiritualist medium, who just
No
arrived
hate,
at the Priory.
please.
What
No
happened
hate.
next was very strange.
I've just had to come into the ladies because something amazing has just happened. We were all just sitting around having a chat and a bite to eat, having a break from filming. And it was just amazing. Derek, some entity, spirit, just forced his way in and started channeling through Derek. And Derek was coming out with all these amazing things. And we were just so unprepared for it that we only caught
Did
half
someone
of it
leak
on
to him where they
camera.
were going?
I'm a little bit nervous, to tell you the truth, after what I've just seen. You decide for yourself. Have a look at this.
Because I've heard the
Don't do that.
debacle surrounding him.
So, okay. Oh, Shelby's just tried to throw a cloak around my shoulders. Don't do that to me. Big black cloak. That's interesting. You see, you walk like this. Hey, look. Damn you. Don't you look at me. Straight back, 5'10", 5'11", very slim. Features.
I do know as well that he
do that to
wanted
me.
off the show, but he was stuck in contract. Not yet, obviously. This is what I've read.
He trapped this child. He locked her away. And she perished. But stayed in the atmosphere. That area, can we untrap her? Okay, bless you. Thanks. Thank you. We can do that with here.
Great.
Tonight, today.
Great.
Yes.
You know, if you release the spirits,
Yes. Yes.
Rosemary. Dear sweet Rosemary, her name is, okay?
Rosemary.
there are no records of a little girl with this name connected to the trial.
Beautiful. Oh, she was only 4 and a bit.
I forgot what I'm going to say.
She was looking forward to her birthday. Dollies, the cloth dollies. Where are they? Are they there? She's going to show me tonight.
Oh.
We should
Oh,
find
yeah.
the dollies.
If you were releasing all the
That's
spirits,
amazing.
how could all the other paranormal investigators go? Because they'll have nothing to investigate if you release them.
You show me. Show me. Okay, she's going to show me. Let's cut off, Sam. Cut off now, please. Cut them off.
Why? You're there to speak
Yeah.
to them. He
The
don't look
two
impressed.
ladies. What about that man that's come down the stairs then? Who's he? And who's the lady with the cloak? She's following him. The stairs.
You just told him to cut them off.
Explain to me, son, what does that mean? The flames didn't take it? Okay. It will be uncovered. Okay, cut it off now. Thank you.
I'm going to let you read the bottom bits because I'll just be
Everything
talking
that Derek
over
said
stuff.
is corroboratable, other than the age of the child. That's the only thing that he said, which
No,
I
he
cannot
said the
at this
name
point
couldn't be.
say I know about.
No
But everything
record.
else you said is dead accurate.
Yeah, didn't he say the name?
Faced with the
No records
prospect
of
of
the
a night
name?
investigating the highly haunted Michelham Priory, I was really appreciating this last chance to enjoy warm, friendly company and a bit of fun.
Bloody hell, that made me jump a little bit. You buggers.
15 or 20 nurses came over.
I'm gonna be so
and
good
the
at this
idea was
show.
to see could they stay the night, and they all kitted out in sleeping bags.
Can't believe I jumped to that.
I was told that not one of them made it in the morning at all, and they'd all got very scared during the night and left.
I thought we were going to fall onto the table.
I don't think we should be scared this evening. I think we should be wary. I've been to hundreds, literally, of haunted locations, and I have had experiences which I would say are unpleasant, and I have been scared. But having said that, you know, you get nasty people, you get nasty ghosts, but they're rare.
Hold on.
Derek.
He's the parapsychologist. Isn't he supposed to be a
Energy-wise, I
skeptic?
get the feeling that it's, I mean, I am absolutely terrified.
But you shouldn't be, Yvette. The energy, and I mean the positive energy, is just really coming into this area and this space now
Can't all
to
be
encourage us
positive.
to go over. In other words, it's a big yes. Come over and experience.
Right, okay.
We're ready for you.
Right. I think we should get over.
You're ready over.
I do too.
Shall we?
Blow them candles out.
Rest in peace, Mr. O'Connor. I also read that he said he was going to die in a plane crash. Did he die in a plane crash? That's what I read somewhere. Don't ask me where. I did a hell of a lot of research on this show, and I mean a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm just drawn. I want to go underneath this arch through this aperture so we go through, shall we?
Yeah.
During the course of the evening, Jason will be accompanying us to verify the night's events with historical facts. And let's not forget the help of Derek's spirit guide, Sam.
Yes.
Oh, God, what was that? What was that? There's a door. There was
Yes.
a door opening. There was a door opening.
Oh,
there.
it's...
Oh, my God!
Okay.
Bloody hell.
Who
When
are
did it
you?
started, love?
You're Herbert. I've got a man, he calls himself Herbert here. Herbert Pelham. He said we're most welcome.
Well, someone
Bless you,
Neil.
thank you.
Thank you.
He's not here to alarm us. He says go through.
Pause it if you can't read it in
Who?
time.
Is he through there?
Who?
Okay, can we just go through?
Yeah,
Just tell me
who's-
to go through.
Yeah, but who's there?
Okay.
I don't like this room, Derek.
Yes. Oh, yes. Come through.
You're
Everything's
doing
fine.
a ghost show, love.
Everything's fine.
Come on.
Okay. Yes. Here. Is this where he stands? Oh, is this his favourite, is it? Yes. He's pointing to the direction here, and he says these words very clearly. Thomas Sackville stands here. He didn't conduct himself in the nicest of ways. He used to threaten people.
I do like the doing
Who's that? Who's she?
Like the history
Come close.
of what he picks
So
up.
we can- come with me. That's it, Yvette.
I'm saying picked up. I'm keeping
is
it
it?
loose.
It's a lady.
Like those words.
She just beckoned me to come in. There she goes. There she
For
goes.
now,
There
at
she
least.
goes. Okay. She wants to sit here. At this area. Okay. Who are you, my dear? Who are you? See if you can
Play
get
the
a voice link
piano.
with me. Come on then. Yes.
Tell her
Is
to
that
play
you
it.
that was singing down my ears before? Molly. Molly. It sounded like Molly. Say it again.
Malone?
Molly Pearson. Molly Pearson.
Molly Pearson.
Molly Pearson.
Look, Carl will get jealous, love.
Yes, she loves this place. She loves this place.
I do know she's
And
managed
yet,
to Carl.
the feelings that as I see her dressed is not going back too
Like
far
I say,
back.
lots of
She's
research.
not linked of the time era of Thomas or Herbert. It's only,
Totally different time.
yes. She has clothes that is like, you know, not completely, totally different than our clothes.
Oh, so she must have passed over quite
Yes.
soon.
I can't ascertain unless I can get the time. In the last 20 years. 20 years. The total difference in time. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Now, here, in this area, at some time going back, I would say there was just a little bit of... which one is it? Thomas Sackville. Sackville, is it?
A little bit of-
Ooh, the things he did and the things that he got up to.
Smuggling?
Not nice.
No. And with a little girl. This little girl.
Don't.
Where does she go?
Don't go there. Don't go
Oh.
there.
Thank you, Sam. I would like to go through.
Yeah.
Come through
Yeah,
with me,
yeah,
Yvette.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Thank you.
Why is there such a horrible presence in here?
Because of Thomas Sackville.
It's not nice, then.
Let's see if we can walk into his atmosphere.
Oh, God.
It's okay. That's okay.
Yvette's very
Yes,
jumpy.
okay. I sense him now. I sense him. This
I
is
also
his
know this was
favourite
inspired by
place.
Ghostwatch. Hi. Hi.
he's the one individual who's not overly anxious of our...
He doesn't like us being here.
He's not overly
I
anxious.
love you being here.
He's cunning in his business dealings and also, I'm sorry to put it in these words, but perverted ways.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't go there,
almost,
please. Don't go there.
debauchery. There's a very, very, very strong connection with the little girl, with this person.
Don't go there.
Right. Okay.
And I feel as if she runs through different sections, even to this present day. And it's not running from conditions of herself or the other spiritual inhabitants, but from this one soul. You know, when she sees him, she runs.
She's scared of him.
Yes. And she gets out of his sight. So in other words, invariably she's hiding from him personally when he is manifested and coming through the building at times. And there is a section, and I want to go to a stairwell. So if you'd like to come with me.
Yeah.
I know this is a 15 and I was very worried about what he was going to say there.
This should be
Very
very
worried.
interesting. And Sam was talking to me a little bit earlier about this.
I don't know why it's a 15 though.
What is it, Derek?
Oh, amazingly, Derek's spirit guide Sam had revealed to him the entrance to a secret stairwell that none of us were ever aware of.
See, how did he find that?
In through passages is where she places
Unless
herself
it's online.
as she
Or
feels
was
that she's
online.
got to hide
Before this.
Oh, that's...
in this
When did
section.
this was 2001?
And when she
Not
does
a lot
come
online
through
then.
this link of vortex of tunnelling, she runs down. And I'd like to retrace the feelings of this little girl.
Yeah.
Rosemary.
Derek mentioned that Rosemary liked to hide
Just
her
'cause
dollies
there's
in a
not a
box
record, though,
hidden
doesn't
in the
mean she
secret
might not be
stairwell.
illegitimate.
This was a place that was definitely going to be visited later.
Or dare they say a slave?
The little girl comes here and she's drawn and she manages, as I've had to physically pull this. I know this comes back at times and probably is found open when earlier it was closed and it's found ajar, I feel.
Well, you gotta
And she
keep it
looks up to the
semi-close, see if
symbol
it opens.
here and
Gotta debunk
sends
it.
thoughts out, mental thoughts, bless her, in this section
Well,
here.
mind you, we had seen it happen.
I feel maybe she feels it's like a little holy shrine, and she's drawn to it. And she thinks in a beautiful little way, and has done for a long time, felt as if she sends her thoughts out and a love and like a prayer state, that something will happen and she'll be collected. But she's collected, she doesn't know where to.
How can we help her?
We can all sit here a little bit later on, all collectively, with our compassionate hearts, and ask the angelic love, okay, to finally, with our collective love, to come and collect her.
Right, we're going to do
It has never been done before in a collective
that. Right, we're all going to do that.
heart. If I may just walk over here.
Yep, I'm behind you.
There's a lady who I can see outline sitting here. Very authoritative in
Like a
look.
strict.
Yes,
Right.
very much so.
Nanny?
And no nonsense with this one. She
Matriarch?
would shout over.
Oh, what was that?
Okay, it's okay.
Somebody pitched my
Yes,
bomb.
yes, okay. The likelihood is the little girl to get your attention. Okay.
Oh,
I
it
don't
could
know
be
if I was
that
imagining it, but I
Sackville.
definitely
Yes,
felt a
okay.
pinch on my
Be
bomb.
worried about that.
Can I just say, yes, that's been real.
Has it?
That's been real. And
Thomas Sackville, was
she
it?
would
Sackville.
not do anything to help the child. But then, when I say that in all fairness, I don't feel she's capable of doing anything for the child.
Okay.
Why?
Thomas is an Earl. Thomas is an Earl. Thomas is an Earl. He's more than just an Earl.
Right.
He's a sick Earl.
A sick Earl.
A sicko Earl.
Sicko Earl. Not nice.
No.
That was amazing. I felt a little...
Yes, just a little...
Yeah.
This little link, yes.
See, it could have been more being Thomas.
Come on, see if you can give a little bit of activity. Come on. We go back down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt a picture of my mum.
There was a reason why this was unseen, because you were just walking downstairs. Didn't they need that?
I'm drawn very, very, very strongly to all this here, this machinery, so to speak. And I feel that if a person, maybe there is case history of this on record, if a person was down here also in this area, a lot of activity. There's a lady who's now just showing herself, rather a plump lady. It's like she just wants to show herself off to me, which is very blessed of you. And she comes, and she was accustomed
But he's just
to
called
the
a fat.
conditions here.
That's not
And,
nice, Derek.
Quite a
Not
proud
nice at
lady
all.
of because I see this like pride, you know, as she stands to the side of the wall like this, you see. And I feel that she had problems with her legs coming from the calves down. I noticed this because the stockinettes, that as the dress is pulled up, it's more pinafore and full length of dress, and she pulls them up, and I see something that was affecting her legs.
Right.
And I feel that she was in pain for best part of the time, but she had to soldier on and carry on with her work and her duties. And I feel that at times, even now, I feel no matter what this area was in the past, or even to the
Kitchen by
present,
the looks of it.
fragrances at times of food and warmth. In actual fact,
I was
there was
going by
a
the
fire.
things on the wall.
Thank you, Sam.
Behind you.
A fire.
Oh. Yes. Met a fireplace.
Yes, I smell the fragrance of the charring and the burning, and it's like as if I
It's an old
take
building,
it and
though. There could have been a fire there at
down
any
to the
point.
ground, and I have to rebuild again.
I know it's in 1925, but
And I feel it would apply to these sections here.
Right.
might be easy to guess there was a fire there.
Great fire.
Since he never
From
gave a
here,
year.
Derek and I dash back to investigate a commotion in the darkened dining room, where Jason had picked up some activity on the EMF meter.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Light will dissipate it. As I said, it's completely gone. You can hear it's not there now. It's gone.
So was he just a skeptic then?
When
not
we
a
were here
cynic?
in 1993, one of the things that we do in our
I know it's in his
experiments is
ghost
a
hunts.
light dusting of flour on surfaces to detect footprints, handprints, etc. And this table actually was a different table. It was in this area. We put a light dusting of flour on it and sealed this area off. The three investigators were in a different part of the building. And when we unsealed the room, there was a large handprint here. It was about a foot long. It was much longer than any of the investigators' hands, and it looked like it had touched it.
You've got a picture
realised
of it.
that it had made its mark, moved
But-
its hand, and the flower was on the floor as if it had realised. And that was just.
And what's this little
Well,
thing?
what
That's
we
not
had
guaranteed
here in the
evidence.
dark
Not a picture.
was this is an EMF reading detector. A lot of things have a natural EMF field, and ghosts are supposed to distort the EMF field when they're active.
Right.
The yellow field really shows something which would be unusual, and the sound that you heard a moment ago
Yes.
was indicating something was here.
Oh, I didn't realise you were here.
I know
It was
all this
pitch
from
black
Dark
and
Eyes
all I could hear was
TV
this
and-
noise.
But as soon
Treating
as the
demons
light was
and
turned on,
exploding
it
with
dissipated.
fighters.
It means there's nothing at all here now. You can hear.
So it's better to do things in the dark, do you think?
Dark
Dark
territory.
light.
Right then. Shall we be brave, guys? Okay. Turn the lights off.
Yeah, it's only been half an hour, love. You know,
We'd
the
only
show's
had the
only on
lights off
45
for a
minutes.
few minutes, and already some of the crew had seen something odd.
What did they see?
I sat at the table. Rick was this end, I was the other end. Rick said, I'm feeling something. I came around and sat here, and the energy point was fairly close to it. I sat down, and it was that feeling again.
That tingly.
Yeah, and I looked over at the fireplace, and I said to Rick, "Turn your head to the right slowly," and he did, and he just said, "Oh my God."
And you could see it. You could see it.
Just like a pair of legs here.
A pair of what, sorry?
A pair of legs. Legs. Yeah. And they had a well, I said like a long coat.
And why were you not filming?
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense actually with what's been seen in this room.
But the body was under
Mind
here.
you, they're doing a
Body,
ghost show,
you can
lock
see
up
the rest
to
of
be
it,
good.
Just the legs.
Okay.
Shall we sit down?
Yeah.
We decided to stay and keep a watch on the fireplace, and as luck would have it, we caught on camera these small lights, known as orbs. It seemed
Where?
odd that they appeared in the same place where Rick and Karl, the producer, had seen the strange ghostly legs. Were they connected?
See, the thing is with orbs, I see them
Meanwhile,
see-
the crew decided against my will
because there
that
could
we were going
easily
to
be
split up.
dust.
If
I'm not
something's going
really
to happen, you've got the
swayed by
electromagnet
orbs.
catcher.
Unless it's a fantastic orb.
You've got Derek with you, and
So
then
we're going to split up, that's what you're saying?
split up. You lot going down as a small crew, and we'll sit up here and
Do you know
listen.
things always happen when people split up in the movies?
So we
Yeah, they're
split
not always
into
come
two
back.
groups, which I was not happy about. But Derek had strong feelings that something was happening upstairs.
She's not happy, but she goes with a psychic. It would have been safer for them not to go with a psychic.
It's a lady.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you? Margaret Sackville.
Wow.
Margaret Sackville. Wee!
I got another one.
Okay. Yes. Yes. She's looking for her man. She's looking for her man. Who is your man? I'm looking for him. She keeps on saying, I'm looking for him. She's moved.
It's completely gone now.
She's moved.
She's one of three things.
Yeah.
Is either very well
That was
knowledgeable,
amazing.
someone leaked the location to him and he researched it, or he is a psychic. Now, no hate,
Derek
but
was
which one of
getting
those do you
strong
believe?
messages from Sam to go downstairs, which led us to the kitchen.
Because it makes me believe if he wanted out of his contract but they wouldn't let him,
Yeah, the
he
vortex.
could have done the
What's
worst job
actually
possible.
happening here, that shouldn't be happening because that's showing an electromagnetic field in the middle of nowhere. If there was an electric cable within a foot of that, then fair enough, that would be a reason for it to be reacting. But there's nothing here, when its radius is about 1.5 foot, so there's nothing that should be doing that. There's no reason for this electromagnetic field variation there at all. Oh, it's gone to you.
Yes.
It's moved towards you. There, it's quite strong around Derek.
Can I possess him?
Yes, it's moved across.
Yes.
Foot across.
You pick anything
I
up?
can feel it all around my shoulders
Yeah.
now.
Wow. You pick anything up?
And it's round the shoulders where that went mad. Yep. I'm going to say about possession.
Yeah, that's quite strong.
It's a big man.
No.
Who are you? I won't tell you.
Okay. Okay.
Who are you? Stop him, son. Stop him.
You okay?
Yeah. Don't do. Step back. He's left me. God, he was stretching my every muscle and tone. I make my shoulders as if it felt as if I was getting another 6 inches into me.
Wow.
Really.
Pardon, Derek?
And then,
Pardon?
It's
not that kind of show.
Anger, but
Leave
his,
that alone.
His way.
Sternness.
Yeah.
Came through
Came
your
through.
voice. Has he gone now?
Well, it's moving. Yeah, it's not as strong.
Watch when I step back now. Come forward now to me. Yes.
Yeah, it's come back to Derek. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Very good. Very good. It was Gwyn.
Yeah.
I don't know I'm going
John
to
Gwyn or James
put
Gwyn.
intros on
James
this.
Gwyn.
Yeah.
James Gwyn.
Is he here?
He's close.
Yeah.
He's close.
Sorry, that was me.
Might just be very short ones.
I think I'm going first. You've got another thing coming.
The night's activities were exhausting for us all, but there was one last thing we had to do: return to the hidden stairwell and the hiding place
You've barely
for
done
Rosemary's
anything.
dolls.
It was mostly history and interviews. And a walk around. Barely any investigation.
Oh, Christ.
Mind you, it's the pilot.
Yes.
Don't get used to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
Does that not form the fireplace to the top?
Could be wiring in there.
I've got a torch in my pocket.
I'm going in front of you. Derek and Karl went ahead of us through the hidden panel in the staircase into the hiding place we'd found earlier.
Sneak past.
Okay. Yeah, come on, I'm with you.
So's the camera.
So's there with us. Oh, yeah. No props.
Ian, our lighting cameraman, followed them, filming their exploration of the secret stairwell. Watch carefully. Something was about to seriously disturb his equilibrium.
Yeah?
You remember you said earlier something about a box?
Yes.
There's a box here.
Oh, right. I wonder. Could you keep that up there for me?
Sure.
Thanks. This was the area.
Right.
This was the area.
He didn't fall down the hole,
Ian
did he?
had narrowly missed plunging into the secret stairwell, and the whole crew was feeling distinctly jumpy.
Where the hell? Is there a way to get out of there?
Yeah, I think if you keep going down, it comes out.
Yeah.
Where though?
Do you wanna... Derek's just had a look in this box.
It's not the original box, that's where the dollies were kept.
But this is where the original box would have been, that the dollies were kept. This apparently has been put on later.
Yes.
The original box has obviously been taken away. And
Yes.
this would have been where the dollies would have been kept.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like there's a lot of new woodwork here, so the
Yeah.
old box would have gone probably with...
Yeah. But that's where the dollies were kept.
Why don't I just call them dolls?
In that
We're
corner,
speaking
in
to us,
that
we're
area.
adults.
Yeah, and there's nothing. There was a lot of atmosphere when we came in, wasn't there, when we opened the door, but there seems to be nothing now.
Yes. Take your leg out of there for me.
Yep.
Just close that a moment, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Well, you're just going to trap yourself in there.
Okay, just for the
With spooky
moment.
ghosts.
What was noticed
But
when
he's
you were
trapped at the
talking
back.
there with Karl, and Karl was talking, Nick was drew my attention to conditions underneath that trapdoor, and there was a number of lights flashing. Spiritual lights.
Right. So we got some movement down there.
Yeah.
Do we know whether they're good or bad?
I can't tell at the moment. We'll have another view.
Right.
I just closed it because, after the...
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we almost just lost
Yeah.
our lighting cameraman.
Yeah.
Was it
Okay, there's no cut or anything.
No, I'm fine. Amazingly.
I'm right in what I just saw then, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Flashing lights.
You're right. Yeah.
Well then,
Did he
Let's go
mention
down.
flashing
Let's
lights?
have a look at
Okay.
it, shall we?
I couldn't do this on my own.
No,
I'm glad Derek's here.
I ain't
Sorry,
no
I'm
props.
old. My memory don't work though.
Sounds
Oh my
here.
word.
That's
You
door.
see that?
That's
Yeah,
door.
what is it? Was it just dust catching it?
Yes.
No, I can feel a lot of...
It was
God,
obviously
yeah, don't go
dust
down.
because they just opened
let's do it.
that door.
You have to
Air
go
would have
down?
I'll
flowed
come
in.
down with you, but I prefer you not to go down, but
Why? Would you not want to go down?
not at the moment.
No?
No.
Well, Derek, if you don't want to go down,
No,
neither do I.
not at the moment. Because
Are we all right
I'm
looking?
picking up hostility, you see.
Derek just wants to sing it. Just wants to
Could
Could
smoke.
that be how I almost fell down?
I don't know.
Yes.
If he does, he just wants
Could
to
have
sing
drawn
it.
that. Let me close this down, guys, because I don't think we're agitating, you see.
Yeah.
No, go down. You're there to catch stuff.
Leave that for the moment.
Do you think we should go out?
Yeah,
of this
just for
bit?
the moment,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Please, yeah.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're the boss.
Okay.
No, it's not.
You're our guide.
He's a hired out.
So who's saying don't go any further down?
Scary, isn't it?
Derek is, yeah.
Oh no, because you wouldn't go down into the bloody
It
think
seemed
that was
Derek had been
hostile.
strongly warned against meddling any further with the energies in the secret stairwell. We huddled together to talk things over.
I thought because you wanted to go down first. I said, do you want to go down first? He said, no.
Once it had got the 4 of us, or 2 or 3 of us down there, because of the very small space, it could have, well...
You're restricted, aren't you? So you
Yes,
can't
so you can't move.
But do you know just that when you fell through there, we heard a woman's
Well, it didn't quite fall
voice just
through.
laughing.
Well, just after Ian fell?
Just after Ian fell, and it was like a ha-ha, just like that.
Did we hear that?
Just like that.
I've just thought of something.
Yeah.
Cheeky
Do you know,
thing.
you and I saw those legs?
Yeah.
Well, surely that must come out over the top of the fire.
It does.
Yes, it does. The
does.
fire's directly underneath.
It does.
does.
Well, that's it. That's
Yes.
the vortex link then.
Yeah.
Coming in.
So, and you said that's where
It went ballistic.
the girl.
Really?
Yeah, literally went there and we went in.
Really?
Yeah, but then went.
And then we went in.
Now
But
Then
it got
went-
possessed again.
Yeah.
And then we went in and followed.
Well, I heard the EMF go. It
Yeah.
was really loud.
Yeah.
I went in first, yeah.
Really. It's plenty active, but they're just a few of them wanting to play around.
Yeah, and they're playing with us, aren't
Yeah.
They're certainly playing with me, aren't they?
Well, you know, you could have. Thank God. It says your hips, your legs gone there.
Yeah.
Had you gone fully down? But
Oh, yeah.
Let's say where.
at the start, didn't it?
Yeah. As soon as he opened his hand, he let us know that he was all right. He said, I'm not
lighters
hurt.
Yeah.
Right, now somebody grabbed my legs, somebody just secured me. So we secured him and it was like, fine, I'm relaxed, I'm all right. It was like, you all right? No, I'm fine. And it was just...
It was when you were speaking to Ian and the thing was open and I just saw, it was like,
That's right.
lights. And I said, Derek. I went, Derek.
What
I
are the
said,
lights?
That's
What?
common
said, "What's
as well.
that?"
It's spirit energy. It's
and he
the
saw
first
it
stage.
and that's when he said, move your legs and
The
shut
first
it.
stage of a
But we
ghost
didn't get it on
manifesting.
Oh, well, daytime.
Okay, it's on.
Did they really sleep on the
Right.
floor all
The
night?
time is now
Aren't they supposed to be
5:15
investigating during the
in the
night?
morning. We were supposed to be sleeping in this room, but none of us have had any sleep whatsoever, and we're all totally exhausted.
You answered the question.
And we're going to do something now that we promised that we would do, and that is to help the little girl,
yeah.
Rosemary, wasn't it?
Yes,
So how do we do that then, Derek?
Well, just by quite simply joining together, Yvette, in what we call a physical and mental contact with each other, which then is a collective source and force of light to help the little girl, Rosemary, leave the atmosphere which has been offending her, to go to a level of existence or a dimension away from the offending conditions, and for her to finally be collected and taken to a designated place in the world of spirit, and she will then be collected by her loved ones who she so cruelly was parted from. Please receive and take back this child to the rightful home, her home that is
I need the loo.
being kept cruelly away from her. We ask this in the essence of purity of love.
Is that it? Is that what you do? Just send them over? Can't you just tell them to go into the light? Mind you, Caroline couldn't go into the
Our
light.
night
Well,
at
mind you,
Michelham
whatever
Priory had
life.
been very eventful and mystifying. Derek had been in communication with past residents from hundreds of years ago. Our crew had witnessed ghostly sightings and strange
didn't.
lights. And even though there are no records of a little girl called Rosemary, why had Derek been drawn to a secret stairwell and found a box that he had no idea existed?
She could
The
have...
fireplace where the legs had been seen was
could have
directly
existed.
beneath the secret stairwell.
because there's no
Was there a
records.
connection? We will never know. All in all, this was an evening that will never be forgotten.
To the believer,
I thought that
no
was it.
proof is needed. To the non-believer, no proof is possible.
I've said that before.
No, I scoff at that. I could only ask you to come along
Almost the exact
and
words.
experience firsthand, and I promise you, before an evening is through,
I think I used
with all the
sceptical.
spiritual
No,
activity
cynic.
of truth that's going on around, by the time they finished, they would not be that riveting skeptic very much longer.
We're still not
We've
finished.
travelled the length and breadth of the British Isles.
Yeah, we haven't.
And stayed in 16
First
of its
episode
most
of my
haunted
channel.
locations. It's been a life-changing experience and given us more questions than answers. We shall see you on the next Most Haunted. Until then, sleep tight.
Yeah, like I say, I wanted to make this the first episode because it was the pilot episode. So,
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
Okay, good. That's
Yes.
fine. I'm petrified. Are you picking anything
No.
up?
You're going to go crazy over this. Can we start this again?
Yeah.
I need the loo.
Oh.
Honestly, I know it sounds so...
well, so do I. What was I saying? Sign out. You know what? I stopped talking because Derek did his little loo thing, toilet thing, and I forgot completely what I was saying. What was I saying? I'll be editing and I'll be like, oh, that's what I wanted to say. I wish I put that in. Well, I'm not coming back to it. I'll edit what I've got. So yes, I enjoyed it. We didn't see much. There weren't much activity. It was the pilot episode. So, oh, that's what I was saying. I put that on first because that is the pilot episode. So even though she did say they've been to 16 places, that was the first place they visited. So I thought it might be best to put that on first. If you disagree with my decision, let me know in the comments below, and I shall take it into consideration in future shows, and then I'll just go in order. But I thought with it being the pilot episode, it might be the best to do it. And I know about the controversy surrounding Derek Corner and the mediumship abilities and things like that. But he is a good storyteller. He is a fantastic storyteller. What's up with my hair? Yes, the way he can convey a story and bring it across, it's very interesting. And like I said, it's one of three things. Either it is an actual medium who can speak to the dead, or he got like leaked the locations and researched them, or he is just very knowledgeable. One of those three. Let me know in the comments which one you think he is. And don't just say fraud. Please don't just say fraud. Be nice. I mean, he has passed over. Let's not disrespect the dead here. He didn't do anything to hurt anybody. So let's be respectful, please. So with that, I don't know what platform this will get on. It is Sky, so it's possibly not YouTube. If it is, then I'm really happy. I don't know how Daily Motion is with Sky, so we'll have to have a look. I might do some research after this episode about platforms. But to my Patreon members, I'm hoping it can get on there, otherwise I've just wasted an hour recording. So it is you that brings the content to me to allow me to bring the content back to you. Thank you all so very much, and I really appreciate you, whether you're in Tier 1, which is YouTube and Daily Motion Early Access, Tier 2 and above up to VIP, which is exclusive shows as well as the Early Access, and more as the tiers go on. And then VIP, in which we'll get these shows much earlier than everybody else, much earlier. I mean, this is the test episode. I don't know when it'll be going up, but VIP could have had it a while. So we'll have to see. I mean, they'll be stuck with the first episode for a while until I get around to filming more, but that'll be more or less around the time it comes onto YouTube. But the VIPs do get the tests very early. They'll see what shows I'm planning to do. So with that, I thank you all again, and I shall hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.